Welcome students. The last video we have discussed the first two rules of IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compound. Now let us move on to the third rule. The third rule is to name a complex ion, the ligands are named first followed by the central metal atom. To name the complex ion, the ligands are named first followed by the central metal atom or ion. Consider this example K4 FeCN6 is the example, and this is the complex ion here. To name this complex ion, the ligand name first. So this is the ligand. The name of the ligand should be written first followed by the central metal atom. So you should be clear about the ligands. See, generally ligands are donate the electrons to the central metal atom. So they directly connected to the central metal atom, and they are richer in electron. So they donate the electron to the central metal atom. So metals are receive the electron from the ligand, so they have vacant orbital so that they can receive the electron from the ligand. And we are having three kind of ligands. The ligands are classified into neutral ligand, positive ligand, and negative ligand. Example: neutral ligand, water, ammonia. These are all the example for the neutral ligand. Positive ligand means NO2, nitronium ion, NO2. Negative ligand, Cn minus, Cl minus, Br minus, SO42 minus. These are all the example for negative ligand. So the ligands are directly connected to the central metal atom. So to give the IUPAC name for the complex ion, ligands named first. Some ligands are maybe bidentate ligand. For example, consider this ligand ethylene diamine. So this ligand is considered the bidentate ligand. Here two nitrogen atom is there. Two nitrogen atom is present. So these two nitrogen can donate the electron. So this is the one of the example for bidentate ligand. And some ligands are considered the ambidentate ligand. Ambidentate ligand means here these are the ligands which have more than one coordination mode is possible. For example, consider this ligand NO2. NO2 minus. This actually it is called as the nitrite ligand. If the ligand is connected through nitrogen, or nitrogen is act as a donor atom, then we have to give the name for this ligand nitrite 2 kappa. This is a symbol, and you have to write the letter N. If nitrogen is the donor atom, nitrite 2 kappa N. Suppose if oxygen is the donor atom, means oxygen is the donor atom, kappa symbol you have to write, then put oxygen. Some ligands are considered as the chelating ligand. Example for chelating ligand is EDTA, that means ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. So these are all the important points about the ligands. Now we can see the rules one by one. The first rule to name the ligand is the name of the anionic ligand ends with letter O, and the cationic ligand ends with IUM. So if it is the anionic ligand means that name is end with letter O. For example, if it is cyanide is present there, the name should be written as cyanide. If Cl minus ion is present, chloride. So the O, if it is negative ligand means or anionic ligand means the name is end with O. If it is cationic ligand, the name is end with IUM. This is the first rule. And second rule is a kappa term is used to denote ambident ligand in which more than one coordinate mode is possible. For example, consider this ligand SCN, that is thiocyanate. If sulfur is act as a donor atom, the name of the ligand should be written as thiocyanate Ks, kappa S. Suppose if nitrogen is act as a donor atom, the name of the ligand should be written as thiocyanate kappa N. That means nitrogen here act as a donor atom. So a kappa term is used to denote an ambident ligand in which more than one coordination mode is possible. Let me see one more example. NO2. If NO2, nitrogen has act as a donor atom, then the name should be written as nitrito kappa N. If oxygen is act as a donor atom, the name should be written as nitrito kappa O. So for ambident ligand, to write the name, we have to use the kappa symbol. The third rule is the coordination entity contains more than one ligand of a particular type. The multiple of ligand is indicated by adding appropriate Greek prefix like di, tri, tetra to the name of the ligand. For example, consider this compound K4FeCN6. This is the coordination entity. Here 6 cyanide ion is present, so the name of the ligand should be start as hexa, because to indicate the 6 cyanide ion we have to use the prefix here, Greek prefix like hexa cyanate. So name of the ligand should be start with the Greek prefix hexacyanate. Let me see one more example. If ethylene diamine is a ligand, example, consider this compound cobalt En means ethylene diamine Cl2. Actually ethylene diamine is a bidentate ligand, so here two ethylene diamine is present, so the name of the ligand should be start as bis ethylene diamine, because the name of the ligand itself contain a Greek prefix like di, so we have to use the alternative prefix like bis, or 3 means tris, 4 means tetrakis, like this. So if the coordination entity contains more than one kind of a particular type ligand, the multiples of ligand is indicated by adding appropriate Greek word. Using the rules, some of the ligands names are mentioned here. First one is bromide. Common name is bromide. It is IUPAC name is bromide. Cl minus means chloride. F minus means fluoride. Cn minus cyanate. OH minus hydroxide, CO3 2 minus carbonate, NO3 minus nitrate. NO2 means nitrate. If nitrogen is donor atom, kappa N should be written. If oxygen is the donor atom, then kappa O should be mentioned. The next one is sulfate, SO4 2 minus sulfate, S2 minus sulfide, oxalate, triphenyl phosphine, phosphine PHO, SPHINE is the common name, but it is the phosphane, PHOSPHANE should be written in the IUPAC name. The last one is pyridine, should be written as such, pyridine. Next, we will discuss the naming the central metal atom. In cationic or neutral complexes, the complex is cationic, or if it is neutral complex, the name of the element should be written as such. For example, consider this compound CONH3 6Cl3. This complex is a cationic complex. So here the name of the metal, central metal, is written as such. For example, cobalt. So if it is cationic complex or neutral complex, the name of the element is written as such. The oxidation state of the metal is written immediately after the metal name using Roman numerals in parentheses. That means here the oxidation state of the cobalt is 3. So after the name, it should be written within the parenthesis in Roman numeral. So this is the rule to write the name of the central metal atom. So if it is cationic or neutral complex, means the name of the element should be written as such. The oxidation state of the metal is mentioned immediately after the metal name. If it is anionic complex, consider this one example, anionic complex K4Fe(CN6). This is one of the anionic complex. See here the central metal atom, to write the name of the central metal atom, to the name the suffix ATE should be added to the name of the metal. For example, ferrate, FERRATE. The suffix term ATE should be added to the metal atom if it is anionic complex. After writing the name, the oxidation state of the central metal atom should be mentioned. So here it is the oxidation number, here it is 2. So ferrate 2, we got to write as ferrate. Within Roman numeral, we have to mention the oxidation state of the central metal atom. In a cationic complex, the name should be written as chromium. If it is present in the anionic complex, means chromate. The last AT should be added to the metal name, chromate. Zinc means zinc in cationic complex, zincate in anionic complex. Aluminium means aluminium in cationic complex, aluminate in anionic complex. Fe means iron in cationic complex, ferrate in anionic complex. Copper in cationic complex, cuprate in anionic complex. Cobalt in cationic complex, cobaltate should be written in anionic complex. Lead in cationic complex, blumbate should be written in anionic complex. Silver should be written in cationic complex. In anionic complex, it should be written as argentate. Then tin, stannate. Gold, iurate. Platinum, platinate. So these are all some of the example to write the naming the central metal atom. If the metal atom is present in the cationic complex or neutral complex, the name should be written as such. But it is present in the anionic complex, means to the metal the suffix ATE should be added along with the element name. Thank you.